What is going on, everybody? Articulated Ninja here, and I ain't even finna hold y'all. Hope everybody's doing okay. I was a little under the weather, but I'm back, baby, better than ever, and I want to talk to y'all about this Ramen racer right here. This is a sample, so let me say it again. It's not the final. It's a sample, but it's pretty close to the final, and I gotta say, this shit kind of got me excited. But let's get into everything: the positives, the negatives, the price, the discount code. Yeah, we got a discount code, guys. Let's get into this 112 scale vehicle by Ramen Toy. All right, so y'all know what time it is. Let's check out D-ass on this 6-inch scale vehicle.
Hey, yo!
Pause. I'm talking about detail, articulation, accessories, and size. Where's your mind at?
I don't have friends. I got family.
Me dice que la quiere tocar. Sé que tú te quieres tocar. Me dice que me quiere amar.
Then worse things out tonight than vampires.
Like what?
Like me.
Guys, like I said, this is a sample. This isn't even the final product. This is like the second sample. This is the product before the final product. And if I'm just keeping it real with you guys, I'm happy with the detail that's here. And this isn't even the damn final. It has little blemishes here and there, but it's been handled a lot because it's been used to make improvements for that final. And even with it being handled and it having a few blemishes here and there, this thing looks good detail wise. I didn't think the inside of the car was gonna look this nice, especially with the lights on. You guys can see how nice the interior and the dash looks, and this chrome, this vac metal, whatever you want to call it, this shininess, the shininess here is A1. This shit looks nice. I actually just wanted to use gloves because I keep getting my fingerprints, my grimy little fingerprints all over it, because it shines that much and it just is that clean. And I passed up on a SH Figure Arts cooler, and he's like a full chrome vac metal figure, and I passed up on it because of the price. I feel like I got him in the hood to this car. Like, I feel like I got him in the hood on the rims. I'm okay with passing up on him now because I got some of him in my life. Like, it just looks so damn clean and so nice that, you know, I am good on detail when it comes to this car, especially considering this ain't even the damn final. I would have been good with it as it is. Let me just get this out the way before we even start the review. No need to cry in the comments if you feel some type of way about the orange car with stickers on it. Hey, I'm just here to show how screen accurate it is to the movie. I could care less about the orange car or the stickers on it. I think it looks cool, it looks nice, but I'm mainly here for the black car. But I do want to show how accurate it is with the sticker pack to that movie. If you want to be all woke and stuff like that, and hey man, just waste your breath in the comments if you want to. I'm just here to look at some nice ass 1/12 scale vehicles. So even though my mic isn't gonna do it no justice, let me just show you guys. If you switch the switch on the bottom to the left, it just permanently keeps the lights on. If you switch it all the way to the right, it has the flicker, the lights, and the sounds. Let's listen to how that sounds. Even though this is through my camera mic, it's going to be shitty. It's gonna be shitty, so it's not doing it no justice at all. But I just want to show you guys how both cars sound. guys, it idle runs for a while. I just shortened it because I didn't want to play it out the entire length. Yo, it's a car. So as far as articulation is concerned, I can just show off some of the things that it can do. It has lights, it has sounds, it has interchangeable rims, interchangeable wheels, I should say, because they're totally separate tires. Overall, if we had to force it to have articulation, the doors open, the hood opens, the trunk opens, everything about this thing is really good for a 1/12 scale vehicle. I'm used to trying to convert, you know, remote control cars. You guys see on my channel, I buy remote control cars and I just try to convert them, and I got a Dremel. I got to do so much work to convert it to a 6-inch scale vehicle, but there's no work here. Like, as soon as I took it out of the packaging, this thing was ready to go. Just beautiful. Now, because this isn't the final copy, this is just a sample, there are little things that are still being tweaked that Ace let me know about ahead of time. On this specific car, my front right tire, it doesn't, the screw doesn't catch as well as it should. It doesn't roll as smooth as I want it to, but it does roll back and forth, and Ace actually sent me some videos of it rolling back and forth on a newer copy that he's getting done now. And just overall, it looks good, man. It looks good. I'm surprised that this is a sample, because in a lot of cases, aside from my front right tire just being loose because the screw won't catch, I would have been good exactly as it is. Like, I personally didn't feel like many changes need to be made. I would have been good as it is. Aside from that front tire, I was happy. I'm happy with this. I don't even, Ace, do you need it back? Let me know if you don't need it back, because I'll just keep this one. Nah, I'm playing. I'm gonna need the ones me and my brother paid for, because I want a kit bash, man, and I can't do that with just one. But I thought it was gonna be good, but this sample got me actually excited for what I already have pre-ordered. And since we still talking about quote-unquote articulation, everything is interchangeable from the orange, from the Tiger Orange to the black. They're both the same exact car, so everything is interchangeable between them. Also, the flame effects are super easy to peg onto the tires. It's kind of like they have two pegs that just peg into the center of the tire. So yes, the tires can still roll, the car can still roll with the flame effects on the car. Even the pedals have details, and the seats do move. It moves forward and back, so you can adjust the figures as needed to make it look more natural, whichever way you got them. This does not come with the rechargeable battery pack. I will have it in a link in the description below. You can order it off of Amazon or wherever. It's just kind of like a universal rechargeable battery that you use. The final will have a housing component for that battery if you're going to use it. Also, you have a USB-C type at the gas tank. So literally you plug it into the gas tank, and that can just stay on 24/7 if you wanted to, or you have another option to plug it in right underneath the car, so it's hidden. This way, if you have it on the shelf and you just continuously want the car on, you can plug in that USB-C underneath the car, so the wires are not showing at all. So that's basically 3 different options that you have to power this thing, and I think that that's really cool. I'm kind of going over the accessories as well as I'm going over the articulation, but everything pops on really nice. That's what makes me surprised that this is still a sample and it's not the final. But the quality here feels good. This plastic feels like the same exact plastic on the HasLab Sentinel. This feels like the same exact plastic. So I'm not sure how Ramen Toy was able to get that premium plastic that, you know, the Hasbro team talks about having all the time. I don't know how he got some, but I'm glad that he did get some, because this feels exactly the same. And as you guys can see, you can swap out the hoods by just simply unclipping them and just clipping them right back on. And majority of the accessories are magnetic and they work really well. He did say certain magnets he wants to make stronger, like this one on the grill right here. But overall, like I said, aside from my front damn tire, my front right tire, I would be good with it as it is. And like I mentioned before, everything on both cars is interchangeable. So that means the hood, the flames, the front bumper, the headlights, the tail lights, all that stuff can be mixed and matched in between both cars. I like this a lot, man. And look at how bright the damn lights are. Yeah, I did not think these things were going to be this bright, and each of these flame effects are powered by 3 LR44 batteries. At first I was like, oh shit, that's going to be super pricey, but I found them on Amazon for like $7 or $8, and that was 40 of them for $7 or $8, and this car only takes, I think, like 15 or something like that. Nonetheless, the lights are bright, and I love the fact that you can mix and match and just interchange so much. I really see a lot of people kit bashing this car and accessory packs coming for it in the future. Even if they're from Ramen Toy, like, this car provides a lot of options for stuff like that. So let's get into fitting some figures inside of this damn car. Before we do that, just the measurements real quick. It's about 18.5 inches long. The width is about 6.5, more like 7 inches in width. And then height, it's about 6.5 inches as well. So it seems about right from the measurements that are on the site. Like I said, this is a sample, so give or take some centimeters or whatever might change. And when it comes to fitting figures inside of this thing, my main thing was I wanted to get figures from all different lines. Just to show real quick, of course, the Marvel Legends Ghost Rider fits right in, like the shit was made for him, because it was basically made for him. But I took a figure like Deadpool that has these damn swords on his back or whatever, and he still fits in just fine. And like I said, the seat is adjustable, so you can move it up and back however you want to. And then to show off a figure that is a little bit bigger, my sexy dark chocolate girl from Cesare right here. She's a kind of taller than a standard 6-inch figure, and she fits in just fine as well. Let's show off the G.I. Joe Classified Outback, which is basically Marvel Legends scale, and we all know Action Force scales a tiny bit bigger. And as you can see, I have the Action Force Trigger, one of my favorites, but he does have these big ass pouches on his waist and his legs, and still he fits in totally fine, easy. I mean, if Deadpool with his swords fit in fine, this guy should fit in just fine too. Then we have an SH Figure Arts Black Adam. Should be easy, right? Figure Arts is small. The real test is when it came to this big ass damn McFarlane Black Adam figure that I have, and I am guilty of actually liking this McFarlane figure, but I can fit him in as long as I bend his legs a little bit. I can definitely fit him, and I tried a few other McFarlane figures and they fit in just fine. Of course, the ones without the capes. And this back seat is kind of tight, and when I say kind of, nah man, I mean actually tight. So I figured out a way to get figures in the back seat so we can have 4 figures in the car at the same time. And all that I did was fold their legs, like I just crossed them kind of like Indian style, and then you can easily just pop them into the back and they fit in just fine. There is no floor space for them to actually have their feet down, and their knees will hit that back seat. But if you have their legs crossed like this, you could fit them in just fine. Don't gotta cut the figures up or do none of that crazy shit. Just cross the legs and you could get them into the back seat. Correction, I am now talking to my past stupid self from the future while I edit.
You stupid.
Because I figured out that my stupid self from the past didn't do this correctly. Because no, you actually can move the seats completely up and forward. Not just the back part, the bottom part. You can move it forward. As you guys can see here, there's a little mechanism underneath the car. It's silver on this one. Ace let me know it will be black in the future on the final version, but if you just slide this back and forth, the entire seat moves. So no, you don't have to fold them Indian style. That's what I was doing before I was actually moving the entire bottom part of the seat. So that mess up is on me.
You stupid.
No, you don't have to fold them Indian style, but hey, if you want to do that, you can. That's another way to get it done. But the seats actually do move up forward, so you actually do have leg room and foot room for figures in the back seats. And then look guys, I have 4 different brands in this car right now. I have G.I. Joe Classified, I have Marvel Legends, I have Jada Toys, and I have Action Force. All 4 of these figures in the car together right now. So yeah, if you do it correctly, there's definitely some space. And just some size comparisons, here it is next to the G.I. Joe Classified Breaker bike. You guys can see how big this thing actually is, man. This thing is pretty huge. And then we got him next to an RC car that I had up on my channel. So anybody that did purchase this RC car, you guys have a good size reference. This thing is really long and it's really wide. It's literally like a damn boat. Like, this thing is huge. And also let me throw in this Blade figure right here so you guys can see a figure with it just for size reference at all times while I'm doing this other stuff. And then we have it next to one of those wrestling, those breakaway cars, those breakable cars. So you guys can see there's really no comparison here when it comes to size. This thing is pretty scale accurate, man. This car should be big and powerful, and that's what it looks like. But look, I brought up a boat. Here it is next to the Fortnite boat that is showing up at Ollie's, man. And I can't lie, this Fortnite boat is the same Hasbro Premium Saturn plastic, the same plastic that more than likely would have been on the engine of Greed. And I cannot tell a difference. I can't tell the difference between the plastic on this boat versus the plastic on this Ramen racer. And to be honest, I don't think it's too big, because I've sat in this car in real life. I've been around it multiple times in real life. This is a big ass car. In conclusion, I just love the versatility here, man. Like, this doesn't have to be just a Ghost Rider car. Like, look at these shots. I love this car for my biker gang. Look at my biker gang with this damn car. I love this car as just a getaway car in Gotham. You know, Crook's trying to get away from Batman. He lands on a car. Bro, it's over. You're not running nowhere. It's over. My man's has arrived. It can be used for so much. A car that Spider-Man just landed on. You know what I'm saying? I can see Spider-Man in the game pulling people out of the car. Like, there's just so many different uses, so many different shots. I didn't want to just make this video all about Ghost Rider, all about like a hell charger. No. There's so much more than just that with this car. So many damn options. And look at my quote unquote homies figures with this car. This looks like some Fast and the Furious shit right here. Like, there's just so many damn options when it comes to this car. And I want to kit bash it so bad, but it's technically not mine yet. I pre-ordered mine, and this isn't mine, but I want to put some guns on it. I want to make it look like an apocalypse type of car. Like, there's just so much I want to do to it, but I love the options that, you know, everything, and it's so easy. The magnets, everything is just, it's super convenient, super easy. And other than my front right tire, I would have to say I'm not a fan of the lights. I'm not a fan of how the lights look. I know that Ace said multiple times it was supposed to represent the tires turning, and some people like them, but to me they're not a big negative. I'm just saying I would have probably liked the glow more. The light that's on the engine, that one just glows. I would have liked if just the tire ones just glow too. I'm not a fan of that circular light, but hey man, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and make a big deal about the sequence of the lights. So realistically, I have no complaints, considering the final copy isn't gonna have any looseness in the front right tire. Like, that was just this one, and every other tire is perfectly good and it rolls perfectly fine. So I shouldn't have any complaints, considering this was just a sample, and this completely was impressive. Really blew me away with it not being the final copy yet. So in conclusion, guys, everything that you get here, the car, the lights, the sounds, everything right now is about $280 on the website. But Ace knows that I'm not a fan of that $280 price. I was a fan of the early bird price. So he did a $35 discount. So if you use the code ANinja35 offer, if you use that code, that promo code, it will take $35 off of the total, meaning that shipping is no longer $50. Shipping is like $15 at that point, and I can live with that. It's not as good as the early bird pricing, but I guess that's why it was the early bird pricing. So it might not be that good, but it's still much better than $330. So that means using a promo code, you can get everything here, the car and all these accessories, for about $295, give or take. Then, you know, you got tax and shit like that, but basically that's what it is. I'm not a fan of the price. I do feel like it should have just stayed at the early bird price, but to be honest, this thing is beautiful, man. That's the same thing that I said about Hasbro's, and I do think $295 is much better than $360 or more. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it would have wound up being elsewhere. $360 and more, with no guarantee of a lot of other add-ons that were behind a tier goal. Like I said, I was the biggest fan of the early bird price, but with the promo code, it's still not as bad as it could have been if it was done by the biggest toy company in the world. And that's sad to say that that's basically where we're at. Like, I mean, I just got a SH Figure Arts Spider-Man figure that was $150, and it cost me $25 to ship it from Japan. Like, there's so many times where I'm paying $25 to get something shipped from all the way over there. Like, this thing is huge. The box for it is like the size of a HasLab box. I understand why shipping costs so much. Like, I get it, and I'm paying half the price. Figures cost half the price of this car at $295, like, and which is wild. I try not to buy those figures at all, but every once in a while I cave and I buy an expensive ass figure. I am not proud of paying $100 or more for a 6-inch action figure, but the quality is here, man, and this isn't even the final product, and this thing is huge with tons of accessories. I kind of get it, but in my mind, my logic is I'll pay double that $100 or $150 for something that will be a staple on the shelf or in my collection, something more than just another Batman, Superman, you know, or Spider-Man. If it's gonna be a centerpiece, I'll pay for that. I'll do it, and this is definitely a centerpiece. So $295, if you use the promo code, I'm just like, forget it, man. I'll just do it. I'm thinking about getting another one now that this one's so good, but no, I need to stay strong. I'm happy with what I got. It's crazy to me how people rush to defend and support Hasbro, but then they'll try to shit on smaller companies like this, whose cost is clearly higher, trying to still give us something for less, when that should have been Hasbro's job. But shout out to all of my channel members, man. I appreciate you guys. Just posted a private video for you guys of me venting and some of my recent pickups. But back to this, and almost 2,000 people pre-ordered this thing already. Like, shout out to Ace for doing the damn thing. He almost got 2,000 pre-orders locked in already, mine's included. So clearly people see the value. He still did it for a cheaper price than what the biggest company in the world did it for. But yo, I'm not trying to sell y'all shit. I'm just having fun, showing y'all options, looking at something that I already got pre-ordered for myself. Get it if you want it, don't if you don't. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this. Links in the description below for everything. But now that I'm thinking about it, if I was trying to sell y'all shit, I'm a 90s baby, so I would do it in a creative ass way. Peace. Are you tired of billion-dollar toy companies crowdfunding things at a high price? Are you upset you didn't get your engine of greed thanks to some people having common sense and no FOMO? Well, if you want another chance to get your Ghost Rider looking car or Blade looking vehicle or Vin Diesel family inspired mobile or Hazard mobile, here's your chance to get that similar Hasbro look without the guilt of that Hasbro crowdfunding price. Lights, sounds, and tons of accessories. It can fit almost every 6-inch line that I tried to fit inside of it, including some of those oversized fucking McFarlane figures that I have as well. You get the car, which can be about 3 different cars or more. And if you missed the early bird price, no fear, a second opportunity is here. For the low price of $19.99 times 14, not including shipping and taxes, you can get this amazing car by Ramen Toy, a toy company that is not based in the States, so shipping will be an additional $50, which fucking sucks. But if you take advantage right now and use the promo code ANINJA35 off, you can take 35 off the total asking price, meaning shipping will only be about $15, or take 35 off the $280 price of the car, making this car with all those accessories, lights, and sounds only $245. Yes, $245. That sounds much better than the $350 plus, doesn't it? Wink wink. Well, it sure does to me, and it seems like over 1,768 people happen to agree. I'm just trying to give you guys options, and if you see the value, go for it. If not, wait around for Hasbro to do it again for $350. But based on their inflation math, it might be $450 next time. So take advantage now for $19.99 times 14, not including shipping and taxes, and use that ANINJA promo code. As usual, articulated ninja reporting. And to all my Hasbros, what's good in the hood? Don't shoot the messenger, I'm just trying to give people options. So take advantage today for $19.99 times 14, not including shipping and taxes. ABC, Hasbro is all that I need. Hasbro is all that I see. ABC, just buy that product, don't question me now. ABC, I don't work for the company, I defend them all for free. ABC, let's talk like we on salary now.